Why George Orwell's 1984 feels more relevant than ever in 20... George Orwell's classic dystopian novel 1984, why it still warns us today about surveillance, truth, and power. Deep dive analysis. George Orwell's 1984, published in 1949, was meant as a warning. But in 2026, it feels less like fiction and more like a mirror. Constant surveillance, rewritten history, manufactured truth. Orwell saw it coming. Today we're going deep into why this book remains one of the most terrifying and important novels ever written. If you haven't read it, you should. George Orwell, real name Eric Arthur Blair, was a democratic socialist who saw totalitarianism up close. He fought in the Spanish Civil War and watched allies betrayed and erased from history overnight. That experience shaped the core of 1984. Dying of tuberculosis, he wrote the book on the remote Scottish island of Jura in 1947-1948. He simply reversed the year 1948 to create the title, A Nightmare Set in the Near Future. Welcome to Oceania, one of 3 superstates locked in endless war. Alliances change overnight, borders shift, but the war never truly ends because it keeps the population scared and controlled. Big Brother is watching you. Telescreens monitor every room, every movement, even your facial expressions. Privacy no longer exists. The party's slogans are everywhere. War is peace. Freedom is slavery. Ignorance is strength. Brother is watching you. Old televisions or screens in rooms, red and black color tone, no modern brands. Our protagonist, Winston Smith, works at the Ministry of Truth. His job? Altering old newspapers and records so the party is never wrong. Yesterday's ally becomes today's enemy, and history is rewritten daily. Winston starts to question everything. He begins a forbidden love affair with Julia and dreams of rebellion. But in a world where even thinking against the party is a crime, how do you fight back? Ministry of Truth. The book's most chilling ideas. Double think. Holding 2 contradictory beliefs in your mind and accepting both as true. Newspeak, deliberately shrinking language so rebellious thoughts become impossible to even form. And the proles, 85% of the population kept quiet with cheap entertainment and lottery tickets. Winston believes hope lies with the proles, but they never rise up. Orwell's message is clear. Freedom requires constant active effort. Double think, newspeak, war is peace, freedom is slavery, ignorance is strength. Dictionary pages being torn, crowded lower-class streets with old pubs and lottery signs. The deepest horror isn't the torture, it's what the party really wants. As the interrogator O'Brien explains, power is not a means, it is an end. They don't want money or happiness. They want total control over your mind and soul. Room 101 contains your worst personal fear. For Winston, it's rats. In the end, broken, he betrays everything he loved. The final line, he loved Big Brother. Power is not a means, it is an end. Shadowy cage with rats, slow fade to Big Brother. In 2026, mass data collection, algorithmic feeds that shape what we see, deep fakes, and ever-shifting versions of truth feel eerily familiar. 1984 isn't about left or right politics. It's about any system that demands you stop thinking for yourself. Orwell asks, how much freedom are we willing to trade for convenience or security? Cameras, data center servers, smartphone screens with scrolling feeds, abstract digital glitches, no specific... 1984 isn't a prediction. It's a mirror. Read it, reread it, and stay awake. What part of the book scares you most right now? Let me know in the comments. If you enjoyed this deep dive, thanks for watching. Book cover of 1984. Subscribe for more classics.